And I wanted to kind of interpret that as like every time I feel bad, I always end up going into this spiral and I just feed it.
Justin Bieber has had quite an expensive dating history, but when he proposed to Hailey Baldwin, everyone was shocked. Surely Selena Gomez must have been surprised. But in comparison, well, it seems like she's taking this revelation rather well, even if they've only known each other for a few years now. In fact, one of them getting married might be the only way to keep these two apart from each other. Sofia Richie has been dating her boyfriend for years, and in all that time, they've never revealed their relationship status on social media platforms like Instagram or Twitter, because many celebrities prefer not to do so when it comes to breakups, which must make things easier than what most people think.
I think it would have been stupid if I didn't acknowledge my feelings. It would be inauthentic is a better word, because I feel like I've always been who I've been.
Princess Sofia Richie is still smarting from the pain of losing her relationship with Justin Bieber. The two had a short fling, but it seemed to be enough for Princess Sofia, who has been insecure ever since their breakup in June 2017, when he began singing at an award show without asking permission first, and insulted him during American Idol's talent competition by claiming he can't hit high notes. The relationship between Bieber and their people is often described as nothing more than a game, but it seems that Sofia Richie never felt the same way.
I've never really hidden anything. And I take my moments, step back a little bit and just let life go, but then, I don't know.
While other members of her family have been showing off about their romantic lives for years, now thanks in part to Kendall Jenner's tight lips on any potential love interests or significant others, even though Justin Bieber has professed his undying loyalty towards Kim Kardashian during interviews with various media outlets throughout different countries, including America. He claims they were only casual lovers according to one Billboard report, mentioning them by name when discussing how many famous stars date models rather than actresses who may come off less privileged.
It's actually just kind of summing up one part of me, and then the rest of it is it's just me having a really good time talking about real things and vulnerability and strength. And there's a song that I basically said I can't let myself let me down.
There were also various allegations that these two started. While Bieber was still officially dating Selena Gomez, sources claim she found out and became furious at her former friend Kendall Jenner, not only for being in a relationship with someone close to herself, but perhaps even closer as well, Kendall Kourtney Kardashian, who is a sister aunt of Kim Queen Bee. Justin Bieber and Kourtney Kardashian have always been a topic of conversation for being too different in age. The 15-year difference may not seem like much, but it's shocking how they've managed to stay together for so long, considering their relationship has experienced its ups and downs since all the way back when he was dating Selena Gomez while she had no clue about his relationship with this other girl named Kendall Jenner, who just happens to also be somebody famous now.
And I've learned over the years to take a step back from that and try to rewire your thoughts so that you're kind of more focused on what it's going to turn into.
Selena's relationship with Justin Bieber has come to an end. Sending off the tour, Selenators everywhere are relieved that they can finally see their favorite singer without worrying about what might happen next in her life. It was never easy being on stage and away from home, even if you're surrounded by people who love and support every decision made by this young woman. It takes time for one's loved ones to not just tolerate but actively embrace these decisions as well. There were many who thought that Grundy's quick engagement to Hailey Baldwin was an act of desperation, but they couldn't have known how much he cared for her. Baskin-Robbins championing him just weeks after Selena Gomez had entered their romance is all proof that the Beaver won big time with this one.
Because, one of the worst moments of my life ended up being the biggest blessing of my life. And I think that's strength. I view that as that. And I'm really grateful for those things because I can turn it into something good.
Justin Bieber and model Baskin Champion were spotted together at the Craig David concert in West Hollywood. The two had serious chemistry that could have produced excellent offspring, so it's no surprise why Alaska is fantastic for them. But something about their relationship didn't seem to work out. Whatever was going on between these two couldn't be very long-lasting, as they quickly fizzled out after just a few weeks of dating each other again. Justin Bieber's known for his hard-partying ways by the time he was dating Paula Paulin. The pair attended church services together and reportedly had a date later in the day after leaving their respective churches. What could have been more wholesome? Despite the array of witnesses, sources report that the two had a lot in common and got along extremely well. They seemed like an unlikely couple to form something meaningful, but was feeling burnt out, so he wasn't interested in developing anything more than just a casual fling with her. After enjoying a swanky steak dinner together, rumors began swirling that Nicola Peltz and Justin Bieber were an item. It didn't take long for the two to evolve from going out on dates at restaurants or clubs into spending nights inside each other's place, a habit they kept up with until pajama parties became too much. Justin Bieber and Cola announced their breakup earlier this year, but they seem to be a great couple in the public eye. Apparently, all of their friends enjoyed seeing them together because Justin wasn't ready for anything more than that brief relationship with Chantel Jeffries. It's bad enough being spotted getting dinner at one of JB's favorite restaurants. It gets worse when you're caught having an argument on camera there too. Chantel, the love of Justin Bieber's life, even though she was just his friend who spent a lot of time together during one of her many breakups with Selena Gomez, they are still dating. Chantel has been in several relationships before him, and it seems like their last one really did something for them because according to what I've read on social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter, that says I'm single. But then you get these other comments where people say things like, "Oh, thank God my nightmare is finally over," or even crazier, "His new girl left me." Was it just a media frenzy, or did they have an intimate relationship? Many believe their love was not strictly platonic. Jay Pierce, the gentleman in question and his current squeeze, was spotted outside of Los Angeles gym with Justin Bieber and uniquely faced a barrage of coverage unlike any other celebrity exes before them, even ones where he has been photographed for magazine covers. Do you think he's finally ready to settle down with Hailey Baldwin? Tell us what you think in the comments section, then hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the taco. Thanks for watching.